Shower, we cleaned your water, right? With our Clean and Pure. Now we have Therapure to clean the air. This is the one I own. It's a triple action air purifier tower. We have it feature price today. This is a really good buy. $129.99, $40 savings on it, free shipping. And the important thing that you need to know, two things. Number one, permanent filter. I'm gonna say that again, permanent filter. Number two, my favorite part, this not only reduces allergens, this particular unit also reduces airborne germs and bacteria. And that's why I bought this one in this crazy day in which we live. I decided to really get the best of the best, and I went shopping, and these were the features that made a difference to me. Linda Lyde is joining us via Skype, and Linda, this is one, like I said, this is the one that I personally own. I have a lot of friends who call me and always go, which one should I get? I like this one because of the levels with which it purifies. It checks all the boxes for me.
Well, it does. Now, this is a hospital-grade air purifier. So let's talk about air. Have you all thought about air more in your life than right now? Because right now it's on all of our minds, and it's not just the germs, right? Because we have mold pollen, pet dander, all those things that can irritate us. Now, if you don't have an air purifier in your home, guess what's purifying your air? You are. Your lungs, right? Our sinuses, our nose. So when throughout the day, we're breathing approximately 20,000 breaths a day. So imagine that. I'm cleaning the air. I'm cleaning the air. Unless I have one of these in my home, you're doing that yourself. The air in your home, the EPA says it can be up to about 90% of us have it more polluted, 2 to 3 times more polluted than outdoors. The reason for that, I can tell you as a contractor, each year we start to have better windows. We button up that building envelope is what we talk about, so it seals your home. Now, inside your home, you have a kitty cat, you have a puppy dog, you come in from outside, your boots, your shoes are bringing in the mold, the pollen, all the different kind of allergens that could be outside, right? And so now you're cooking, and that goes in. You're using your hairspray, that's the VOCs. So we're keeping it inside of our home. Now, with the Therapure, you are going to feel and smell the difference in your home. Those 20,000 breaths I was telling you about, guess what? I had to fish dust out of my vacuum. This is so nasty. But I just want to point out, think about that. If you don't have it, we're breathing in about a teaspoon of dust a day. And all of that is going through us. Okay, so I can't guarantee you're not going to get sick or anything like that. But I can tell you that I have this right next to my mom, who sits in the next room that has COPD, right? Because I want to give her the best fighting chance that she can, especially now. This takes up the footprint of about a dinner plate. It weighs under 10 pounds. And let me tell you, this is a hospital-grade air purifier. What do I mean by that? We have a graph to show you all the different filters. First, you have a HEPA type filter. This is a permanent filter. You never ever have to replace it, okay? All you have to do is clean it and vacuum it. So you have the HEPA type filter, and behind that is the UVC light bulb. And that's what gives it the hospital grade. That's what gives it the germicidal. So imagine if somebody sneezed or coughed, and like time stops, right? But look at that. You have to move air if you want to clean it, and that's what it does. Think about your big family room and scrubbing. This will scrub the air in your family room 3.5 times in an hour, in a smaller room 9 times to 12 times an hour. Okay, look. So there's your HEPA type filter, the white one right there. That's your permanent filter. Now you're capturing and killing, and then you're killing the germs with that bulb. Now you have the VOCs. You got to get those out of the airs, and that's the Photocatalyst Filter. On the side here, you're going to see all of this, and at the very end, it has an ionizer. Look what it does. Look at how much it captures, down to 0.1 micron. Look, A human hair is 80 microns. We know how small that is, right? And then you start going down. Look at dust. It's 5 microns. You might be able to see a little bit of dust that the sun shines through. Pet dander, 0.3 microns. Smoke is also 0.3. You get 0.1 Look how small that is. Think about the germs. When we talk about germs, that is bacteria, viruses, all those things that are coming in the air, and that UVC light for the germs, it literally kills it. So what I mean by killing it, it breaks down the DNA and the RNA of germs. So think about that. Think about it capturing all of the pet dander, the mold spores, the dust, the dust mites and the dust, all that. That's really dust mite poop. I can't even stand to even think about that. I try to scrub that away from my memory. But I want to take you around it. And since we can get a tight shot up in the studio, let's take a look at the controls. And if you'll go counterclockwise, Alice, starting at the on button, we'll take everybody right through the controls.
Okay, right
down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you turn that, obviously that turns it on and off, right? Now, you go around and to the clockwise and you'll see speed. Nope, the other way. Oh. Go to speed on the other. There you go. So you can see that one fin of a fan blade. So that's low. If you press it again, Alice, you'll have 2 fan blades. Well, that's medium. Hit it again. And now that's on high. Keep going up counterclockwise and you'll see that you're having.
It's cold.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay,
I tell you, when you want to talk about moving the air, because, an air purifier has to get the air in, this thing has some power when it is on high. I keep it on medium all day, and it's really super quiet, too. Okay, so.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, so if you go
this is my favorite part. This is why I bought it right here, the UV.
That's what makes it a hospital-grade air purifier. So you hit that, okay? And now you can see that light. See under the word Therapure, you have that pretty light there, right? If you go around again and you see night mode, press that. It does not take the UV light bulb off, but what it does, it takes that light so that you can sleep. If you're light sensitive like I am, if you hit it again, you can then see that it will bring it back up. Now go around and you can hit the time button, and this will turn off your air purifier up to increments of 24. Like it goes up into increments of an hour, up to 24 hours. Now, I have this over here. This has been being used for a while. And if you see this, it has a little red dot on it, and it says clean filter. So let's go through that really quickly because I want to show you that it's so easy. This is, when I think of air purifiers, I'm thinking, oh gosh, how much money am I going to have to, pay to replace the air purifier, the filter? You don't. You never have to replace this. What you do have to do is when that light comes up, you take your vacuum and then you want to vacuum this up inside. I also want to point out that within time, it will start to discolor a little bit. That doesn't mean it's not working, right? So here's your new one, and here's the one that's been working. This has been working right next to my mom. All I have to do is I vacuum it up, and when I put this back on, right, and I turn it back on, I reset that by the on and off button and the time button. I press that for 3 seconds, and there you go. You've reset it, and now you're good to go again.
And one of the things that I do to clean it and get it really clean, I use my crevice tool on my vacuum cleaner, and then you can get in all those little folds and everything. Listen, this is a great unit. We are very limited now with it. In fact, I have 245 left until a complete sellout of this. This is the one you want if you're looking for an air purifier that doesn't just do the particles, okay? If you want something that's going to help with your allergens, with your dust mites, with the things that are in the air, but then with the UV light on to help then with your airborne germs, with your airborne bacteria. That's the important thing. And I think that's what a lot of us don't realize about air purifiers is they're not all created equal. They have different levels of purifying the air. This is the one I chose because it does have that UVC light in it. And that's what changes the technology in this to really take it to what Linda was saying, a hospital grade unit. The other part about it is so easy. I move it from room to room. It's so lightweight. So at night I take it in with me and into my bedroom. Then when I wake up, I just put it right out in the living room. I run mine 24/7 now. You need to be proactive. You think about when it comes to cleaning the air, exactly what Linda said. If we're not cleaning it with this, then what is cleaning it? Our bodies are. So why not? And when we live in such a crazy time right now, and this is $129.99 on a feature price, 3 flex payments, we'll ship it to you absolutely free. Get it home and try it and see how much this collects. Linda, we're gonna show you again the smoke chamber. The unit is on right now. Look at how, do you see how it's really pulling that smoke in? I love so many things about this unit. I hate that we only have a couple of hundred now remaining. If you could just go through the features quickly again, we only have a couple of minutes, but I want everybody to really understand what makes this different from the other air purification systems.
Yes, let's go through the filters, okay? So you have the HEPA type permanent filter, right? And so what happens is it draws the air through that filter. Then it goes through that bulb, and the bulb is going to literally break down the RNA and the DNA of germs. That's the big one. Okay, now right behind that, now you have the photocatalyst that breaks down the VOCs and captures those. Then you have an ionizer right behind that. And what this does is it literally puts negative ions in the air. And what they do is they attract positive ions, which are the dust. It makes them heavy. It drops down to the floor. Then we can vacuum them up. And it is, when you get this home, just try it out, because look at what it's capturing and literally breaking down. It's breaking down your human hair, capturing that. You have like the pet dander, you have dust particles, you have the pollen that's out there. You go all the way down to a 0.1 microns. This is capturing 99.9% of the particulates in the air, breaking them down so that you don't have to scrub the air. In a big family room, 3.5 times it's scrubbing that air in 1 hour. If you have a smaller room, it's up to 9 times in an hour. I keep this next to my mom who has COPD. I also make sure that I keep this on because when I cook, there's nobody that knows how to burn toast like I do. And this keeps my house smelling great. It smells clean. Folks, do yourself a favor. And if you're going back to work, make sure your boss buys you one for your office. Not kidding about that, by the way.
Really, you know what? I put this on my boat. I take it over whenever I'm on the boat because it's so important to be proactive nowadays. This is the way you do it, but this is the unit that really has that UVC light. I think that is, to me, it's so important. Linda, thank you so much. Love it.
Thank you.
We are on our way to a complete sellout with this. I think we have 6 dozen left. This will sell out, so please stay in the ordering process. Try to get to the front of the line. I think you're gonna love having that feeling of confidence every time you're taking a breath in. And every time we're taking a breath in, a lot of us now are doing it through a face mask. Well, we've got